Welcome to the Kicks and Trips YouTube channel. I'm your host, Sean, also known as Sneaker AFI, Sneaker Aficionado, or Sneaker Afi. Up to you which one you decide to use. Before we go ahead and get into today's video, it's another unboxing. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you share the channel and this video or other videos on the or within the channel to your friends and family and whomever else. Colleagues, doesn't really matter. And while you're there, make sure you leave some comments and some likes. It does something for the channel. So today I got an unboxing for a sneaker that came out originally overseas back over the summer, and then eventually trickled over to the United States in October. And I'm just now getting around to actually reviewing the sneaker. Probably could have not reviewed it, but because, you know, I like to still review sneakers even after they've been released, I figured you may want to see this video. It's Air Jordan 3. And what the funny thing about the Air Jordan 3 was, I remember a couple years ago, Jordan brand talking about that they were going to reduce the footprint of Air Jordan 3s that they were actually going to release, because I guess they wanted to keep the sneaker nostalgic. And I feel like that only lasted for like every bit of like 1 year, because since then the Jordan 3 has been coming out left and right, and especially this year. It's been some pretty good, you know, releases this year for the Jordan 3, because you had the ones that released for All-Star Game, the red ones, which these are a play on essentially. They also had those Carolina blue and white ones earlier this year, which I missed on, and the resale value on those are crazy, especially in my size 11. It's about $400. They had a couple women's releases, like the laser orange that really weren't orange, they were kind of like yellow, and a couple other sneakers. And then I know they also have another pair releasing a little bit later on, or actually in the next couple days overseas, the core purple 3s, which I hope they do release those here in the States, but all indication is they're actually going to be overseas, but we'll see. So anyway, we're going to go into this unboxing. So the official colorway or sneaker is Air Jordan 3 Retro. Official colorway is Varsity Red. Actually, I don't know why I said Varsity Red, because it doesn't say Varsity Red here. I guess I got it in my mind. It actually says Varsity Royal, Varsity Royal. Twice. It's Varsity Royal and Varsity Royal. There's actually more colors on here, but it says Varsity Royal, Varsity Royal. Size 11. Suggested retail is $190. So as you can see, the box is the regular solid Jumpman on the top. Jordan Air right there on the front, and Jordan Air on the back. And if you notice, there's like no finger hole there or no finger hole here. And this is the box, and it's also that typical cement print that we see. Got your box right inside. You do have the cement paper on the inside of these. Let's go ahead and take these beauties out. And here you go. These are the Varsity Royal Jordan 3s. So let's talk about these. So number one, this is a nice color red, or nice color blue, which, if you notice, matches my shirt. I don't know if it's a coincidence or I just picked this shirt to wear with these, but definitely matches. I'm gonna look in here. So number one, you get black shoestrings. Inside of this one, you also get two more color shoestrings, which is not something that we always necessarily get with Jordan 3. So you got a blue pair that match. I think that'd be too much blue personally. And then you also have a white pair of shoestrings as well.
I like those.
I'm glad you do. I like them too.
The tip of the toe matches the box.
Yeah, it's the cement print.
Oh.
Again, this is what happens when the person who films you knows nothing about sneakers, but that's okay though.
I need you to call me out though.
Every episode. So, but is it?
No.
Here we are. So here's your Jordan 3. So on the bottom, as you see, you got your typical Jordan 3 traction with Jordan right there. If this was a Nike Air branded, it would say Nike right there, but it's not Nike Air branded, it's Jordan. And then on your midsole, white all around. Then you got this part where it's black, like it would be on any three. And then you have, or not necessarily black, but it's always like a two-tone color. You got your air bubble right there, your Nike Air. On the rear, you got the nice cement print. You got your Jordan Air. Again, it's not Nike Air, it's your Jordan Air. Got your rubber heel tab right there. On the front end toe box, you got your cement print. Also in the toe box, you have two different grains of leather inside the toe box. So you have this regular plain blue Varsity Royal blue leather, and then on above it, you have like this nice tumbled leather that they have. It's just a different grain. It looks real nice. It's actually really soft. It's probably one of the softer threes I've had in quite some time. I have a bunch of threes in the collection. This almost feels softer than the threes that came out earlier this year, the red ones that came out around All-Star game. And then also on the actual tongue, the tongue is a nice perforation all the way up. You got that nice big jump man right on the tongue itself. On the anklet and somewhere right here on the anklet, and also here on some of the eyelets is also perforated.
Perforated.
I said perforated.
No, you said perforated.
Perforated.
Thank you. Continue.
In the eyelets, as well as the tongue, as well as the anklet, you got some I'm gonna say this again. The tongue, the eyelets, and the collar around the ankle.
Correct.
Have perforated leather.
Look at you.
I hate you.
Come through diction.
Anyway, has perforated leather. Inside the sneaker itself, got your typical cushioning, nothing special. You got the blue insole with the white Jumpman, and on the back side of the tongue as well as blue, some more royal blue. Overall, this is a nicely executed three. I have no issues with it. I think the materials are quality. This blue is really popping. What do you think, Kelly?
Oh, I love it.
Exactly. I like it. I mean, I anticipate for the ladies, the Zetas are going to kill it, and then for the men, was it the Sigmas?
Yes.
They're going to enjoy these sneakers.
Just people who like blue.
Or just people who like blue. My mom likes blue too. That's my mom's favorite color. I don't think. But I've never seen my mom wear a pair of Jordans. Maybe that might be a goal of mine before the year's out or next year, to get my mom to wear a pair of Jordans.
2020, anything's possible.
And she does have a birthday at the end of the year, so there's that.
Aww.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, these are. I did hit these on sneakers in October. One of the rare ones I get on the sneakers. These actually came out the same day as the Air Jordan 4 PSGs, which I put in for both of them and missed the PSGs, but hit on these. And I kind of thought it was going to be the other way around, but a win is a win, just like an L is a L. I was able to get the PSGs later on at a sneaker convention, so all was well. But out of the threes that I got this year, this is probably, I don't know if this is my favorite or my second favorite, because again, I did get the red ones earlier this year, but I didn't get the Chicago ones, with the ones that say Chicago Air or Shy Air. I got the ones that are basically just like or not just like these, but pretty much the same, except it's red. I mean, they're both the same, but just red is just the ones that were specifically for Chicago. Had Shy and Air, and then they eventually, we thought they were only going to be in Chicago, released in Chicago, but then they weren't just released in Chicago, they ended up going on sneakers. And I felt like that, between them switching from being Chicago only to actually being on sneakers, it drove down the price of the original red ones to the point where you could have got those at discount versus paying full price. But also since then, you had the Michael Jordan Last Dance documentary, and every Jordan just shot up. So you haven't been able to see, if you notice, you haven't seen a lot of, other than, some Jordan 1 lows or some mids, You haven't seen any like Jordan 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, none of that stuff that's come out this year sitting on shelves very long. Only ones I've seen, really just sitting has been like the Lucky 3s or the Lucky 13s, a couple the Ghost Green 5s, a couple Fire Red 5s, but I mean, they restocked the Fire Red 5s like about 56 times at this point. But anyway, that's enough of me. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some on the feet shots of these and let me know what you think in the comments. So anyway, I went on ahead and hit you with the on the feet shots of these. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, these are the Air Jordan 3 or Air Jordan Retro 3 Varsity Royals. Retail is $200. Of course, they're already sold out in stores. You can find them in your typical StockX, StockX, your GOATs, trade block if you want to trade. Shouldn't be that much. I mean, the price isn't, crazy. You still can find a pair of these for probably less than $300, depending on your size. I wear size, 11 personally. Again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and, leave some comments at the end of this video. Check out some other videos, leave some comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks.